Hi, I'm Kurama, and welcome to krmcast. Today's episode is gonna feel like it's a Voices of Color, but it's not. Hear me out. It is a thought that I had, so you could say Kurama, the segment of voice and thought. However, this is a krmcast. Just playing old school, you and me, krmcast. You and I, you and me and you.
Music and me.
One morning, I was in bed and chilling on Instagram. I know, I should not be doing this. And to be fair, I try to stop, Hills. I have a friend that we've been in this Hills relationship, which is quite funny. And then every morning I go like, random videos. But among those random funny videos, 1 or 2 or 3 something's gonna call my attention. I'm gonna go to the comments and some cracker is gonna be cracking. Then I'm gonna make like some sassy comment. Sometimes I don't know why I do this. I should stop. The problem was, one of them crackers had the caucasity, the sheer caucasity to ask me what was my deal with white people.
Oh, hell no. He done went too far now. Shoot his ass right now. Shoot his ass!
I jumped 5 feet high out of bed. I don't even know what 5 feet high is. I'm pretty sure I'll be hitting the ceiling. However, I jump out of the bed. I sit down, I was like, oh, he did not. I know this snowflake did not ask me what is my deal with white people.
Hell no!
I'm getting emotional. And then I start to craft a message. But one thing that I hate on Instagram is sometimes I'm going to press send when I want to just go back. So I was like, no, I'm going to type to myself and I'm going to comment there, I'm going to crash this cracker. But then the answer was taking more time than that person was worth. I didn't want to spill my worth. So what I did, I was like, nah, you know what? It's not worth it. But I'm already up, so let's start recording. Mic was ready, laptop was ready. I was like, okay, let's take a nice shower in the morning, have some riffers to light up the day, start recording. I had the echo of that cracker's. I don't know the voice, but I had that very annoying, everyone has that very annoying white person around them. Imagine that person's voice in your head like,
what you give white people?
And then because I was aware of the microphone, I start verbalizing my problem. I do this a lot. You guys can see I have a podcast. So I started recording, and after 9 minutes venting, I had something. I showed Yasmin. You guys know my friend Yasmin. And she was like, okay, there's something here. I listened to it and I was like, yeah, I think that's the answer I would like to give to every single cracker. But yeah, it's not a voice of color. You don't have all the context to the thought and now the thought's coming. And you could have a title. But for some reason, in my heart, I feel this is not for the voice of color. It could be a white people shit though. Even though there is no white annoying me today here, it could be very much a white people shit. You guys let me know. One time, a white cracker asked me what was my deal with white people. And I thought, it cannot be the fact that they invade my country, slave my people, kidnapped my people, slave, beat, and rape my people. Nah, it must be something else. My deal with white people must be something else. What's my deal with white people? Maybe my deal is not with the person, but with the concept of that person. The concept of being white. Then maybe my deal is with the white that says, life is hard for me too, yeah, but I don't think it's difficult because of your skin color. I don't think it's difficult because of your background, nor because of the way you look. It's because this society is difficult. It's difficult because the ones who oppress me oppresses you too. Different ways of oppression though, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying here that we are oppressed in the same way. Never. All I'm saying is that we are both being oppressed. Malcolm X said that the sense of superiority of the whites is so deep that eventually this would do them more harm than an invading army. And I believe in that. I believe in that because I'm tired of seeing some white saying that affirmative actions are the reason why they can get a job, or that those damn immigrants are going to their country to take everything away, and how ridiculous it is. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous that for 400 years it was okay for your people to do that to mine. But then when I do the same to you, I'm some kind of lazy bastard and a thief? After all, here we are. Don't think for a second that we Africans are entering your beautiful country to enjoy your laws of freedom, your beautiful roads, parks, fascist-like architecture, and your developed first world economy. Can you even acknowledge what built your economy? I think you can, right? You cannot be so naive to think that a country without gold mines can have so much gold. You cannot be so dishonest to deny that it is all Africa's blood and resources. My deal is with the lack of morals of some whites that in this day and time tries to deny, justify, or explain crimes that they cannot even admit to. But we are no longer in the 30s or 40s, when you had the solo control of information and could erase history and lie to our faces. No. Now you cannot commit a genocide and use a lame excuse of they started. You cannot genocide and claim self-defense. You can no longer genocide and hide the blood behind a charismatic smile. No, you cannot. Because we are saying no more. Now when we watch you, we see through the lies. We see through your propaganda. We see through your circus of celebrities. They cannot elude us no more. We no longer want their richness. We shame them for being so wealthy. We don't care about status or fame. We want the ones with status and fame to use that what we gave them to help those in need. The ones that can help themselves. The ones whose voices are being silenced to death. They can sell us the work hard for success and fame dream no more. We don't believe they are special no more. How fragile and dependable must be their ego for them to crave so much for our applause and admiration that they'll be dressing in the most pathetic, ridiculous, and uncomfortable way human mind can conceive in a 75k party. My problem is with whiteness and how it infects everything. Infects the black, infects the brown, just infects. I cannot even say like a fungus, because I have a friend that would say that fungi are very much useful. So bacteria? No, they also useful. Same for viruses, for even a virus play a part in nature. Whiteness is a plague, that's my conclusion. Rottens everything that touches, destroy, consume, and kill. It kills everything. Kill, kill, kill. Whiteness is the embodiment of greatness. How small and fragile must be the ego of this pathetic minority. They cannot cease to destroy and consume, always trying to prove they are superior. But let me tell you something, you ain't no superior. You ain't no better than me. You ain't even masters of yourselves. When you are fighting my people, you fight yourselves. You fabricate reasons to invade your own neighbors. You go out of your way to find reasons to segregate and starve yourselves. Plague. Pest. Then you take all this hate, all this self-hate, and rain down destruction on my people. Our black bodies are tainted with white spots. Our black minds are tainted with white spots. You infect us so that now a brother or a sister will look deep in my eyes before attacking. I don't have a deal with white people. White people had a deal with me to begin with. But now it's our turn. It's the turn of Africans to rain down ancestor power to smite those insignificant and insecure little crackers. We raise our black fist up and we only intend to bring it down to chest height, ready to fight. Which is what your people are afraid of, right? That one day we're gonna raise up and do to you the same you did to us. But don't fear. Don't fear, for we are humans. We have something called compassion and humanity. Back when you were crawling on your fours like an animal and we were building entire civilizations, we didn't slaughter you. Even though the concept of humanity was invented by you, probably was. Or maybe you appropriate the term to describe humane as yourselves. But let me bring you a mirror. Let's see how much humanity is left in the white. Better yet, in whiteness. I never had a deal with white people, but now some white people will have to deal with me. I believe this episode goes both for the white people that still insist to question if we hate on them or what's the deal we have with them. But also go for all my African siblings in the motherland and in the diaspora. Because sometimes you guys be forgetting why we should have a deal with them. Just think about that. And if you like this episode, I'll ask you to share with 5 people. Sharing my content is the easiest and cheapest way you have to support my work. krmcast is produced by a trans femme, non-binary, black immigrant. I have so many things against my favor in this goddamn algorithm world. But I believe I have the people on my side that are gonna help me break these numbers and make krmcast a place for even more voice of colors to share the experience. And if you wanna get in touch with me, just send me an email at krmapodcast@gmail.com or follow my socials on the link below. And I see you all next week. Bye! See you? Never see you guys. I should change to and we talk next week. Yeah. We no longer want their richness. We shame them for being so healthy.